The Forum for Equality is dedicated to the establishment of a society free from discrimination and the support of good government through education and constructive participation in the political process. Family, all of the people living in the same house, or a social unit consisting of parents and the children they raise. The Forum for Equality strongly believes that the stability of all American families is essential for the well-being of our society.
I was in Baghdad for a full tour. My name is Joseph Scott Galeno.
My name is Catherine Davidson. I was an assistant district attorney that dealt exclusively with child abuse and neglect cases.
My name's Erica Knott. I was a teacher, middle school physical education.
Erica and I have been together for 17 years. I'm a supervisory special agent with the FBI. My name is Kelly Bryson.
My name is Teresa Abram. I work for UPS.
I met my partner through a mutual friend. We've been together for 7 years.
I was, for many years, a rabbi.
I'm currently the president of the New Orleans City Council.
I'm a developmental behavioral pediatrician.
My name is Mary Koppel. I'm an Episcopal priest at Christ Church Cathedral in New Orleans.
Healthy families come in all shapes and sizes. Some have the benefits of marriage. Some involve a single parent with children. Some involve a man and a woman. And some involve couples of the same gender.
For our purposes, let's define a gay family as a family where the head of household is a gay or lesbian person.
Family can be single dads or single moms.
A mother, a father, 2 kids, half a dog, a white picket fence may be the picturesque ideal, but that is just not the reality of today.
I've seen some really fine, outstanding examples of exemplary behavior of gay people.
There are no more gay people today than there were 10 or 20 years ago. People have chosen to be honest and straightforward about who they are.
According to the Urban Institute, 6 million American children have at least one gay or lesbian parent. Gays and lesbians are raising 4% of all adopted children in the United States. They also conclude that same-sex couples raising adopted children are on average older, more educated, and have more economic resources than other adoptive parents.
I went to seminary with gay men and women who were parents. And I have to say that they were excellent parents. In the Bible, it says, take care of widows and orphans, over and over again.
A good parent is a parent that loves and supports and nurtures their children. And that is the fundamental basis that you judge someone on being a parent.
The most important factors in raising a child is the quality of the parenting. It really has little to do with the sexual orientation of the parents or any other external features.
The world has become more accepting of the gay population than it was even when I was in high school.
Today, there's a growing consensus among professional organizations and agencies that gays and lesbians are good parents.
My kids mean everything to me. And I want them to know how important it is to be good citizens, and I want them to know how to treat people the way they want to be treated.
It's not something that gay people take for granted. If you want a child, that means you've had to jump through hoops to get one.
What kind of people are these gay couples who adopt? They're people like you and me. They're average, regular people working, making a living, paying their bills, doing their best to be good parents.
You know, I think it's much more important that we look at who's adopting in terms of whether they can be good parents, as opposed to precluding one from adopting because of sexual orientation.
The Child Welfare League of America affirms that gays and lesbians are as well suited to raise children as their heterosexual counterparts.
It's will you give that love to that child? If you give the love to the child and it's from your heart, how can it be wrong? It isn't. I know I'm a good father. I know I'm a good daddy. I care for my children more than God knows how much I love my children.
The American Psychiatric Association and American Academy of Pediatrics agree that studies consistently demonstrate that children raised by gay or lesbian parents exhibit the same level of functioning as children raised by heterosexual parents.
My wife and I know gay couples who are parents and doing an outstanding job in raising their children and very committed and exactly the type of parents that one would be very proud to have.
There are gay people in the foster care system who have provided loving, supportive, nurturing, safe homes for abused and neglected children. Gay people, just like straight people, can provide those basic fundamental things that any child, either in foster care or not in foster care, need to be productive, healthy members of society. And that's what adoption is about.
In fact, all of the major professional associations, representing millions of doctors, lawyers, and social workers worldwide dedicated to children's health and welfare, agree that gay and lesbian parents are as capable and successful at raising well-adjusted children as heterosexual parents.
Those people that don't believe that gay men are good parents need to come sit down and watch me and my kids for a weekend. Watch when I'm putting them to bed saying their night prayers, going to their school plays, going to their teacher, parent conferences.
Everything that I know and have seen in my life experience tells me that gay parents can be and are as good a parents as heterosexual parents.
The consensus is that sexual orientation alone is not and should not be considered a factor in determining the fitness of people to be parents.
Kids may mimic their parents, but they're not going to mimic their sexuality. Or otherwise, I would be straight if that was the case.
Both of my children are going to be young men who are raised to show kindness to people, to show respect, to show empathy, yet to be strong.
In Louisiana, the best interest of the child is the standard used in all custody and adoption cases. It's an objective standard, free from personal opinion, and it works. The fitness of the prospective parent is determined in an exhaustive process involving social workers, the district attorney's office, and the judge handling the adoption case. This safeguards the child's welfare.
Those are the standards that make the overriding principle of what is in this child's best interest. It doesn't ask what's the parent's race. It doesn't ask what the parent's sexuality is. It asks the questions of, is this person equipped and able to provide this child with the best possible care, support, nurturing, love, and safety?
I know God accepts me for who I am. He knows that I'm a good person. There's no shortage of love in my household at all.
One of my sons is deaf. Both of our sons are biracial. We're a different, eclectic, neat family that I think you shouldn't be surprised if one or both of them becomes the president.
It's understood that a second parent can benefit a child's welfare. This is true for children of gay parents as well. Allowing a committed gay couple to adopt a child together is commonly known as second parent adoption.
A gay couple should absolutely have the right to adopt, as should a heterosexual couple have the right to adopt. The question is, how do we get better parents? And I think the question of sexual orientation is irrelevant to that question.
To me, there is no question about this. This is an absolute.
What touches my heart the most? My family.
Being straight is natural for straight people, and being gay is natural for gay people.
Today, some people seek to prevent second parent adoption if the family does not meet their ideal standard, and some seek to prevent all single people from adopting. These are not abstract or philosophical issues. They affect the lives of real people.
I believe that everyone should have a right to adopt their children that they raise, that they take care of. I have a puppy that I take care of every day, all day, and I don't know what I would do if someone just could show up and take my puppy away. How could I have more rights with a puppy than I would have with children? I don't understand it.
We actually evacuated post-Hurricane Katrina and left. I took a position up in Washington, D.C. I was able to become a second parent through the court system in Maryland. We moved back home, and I find out that although I'm legally his second parent, I can't become the second name on the birth certificate. In addition to that, his younger brother came into care. I can't even adopt his brother. So I have one son that I've adopted completely but can't get the birth certificate, and I have his brother who's only adopted by my partner.
That's what's so sad about this, is that children are being hurt. This isn't about morality. This isn't about family values. There are children who don't have moms and dads who love them. That is wrong. That is wrong.
You have a child in an orphanage, no home, bouncing around the system, messed up in the head, depressed, and they have a chance for a loving home with a normal school to go to, with a normal church down the road, with normal family reunions that they could be part of. But you're going to deny that to them and keep them in the system bouncing around because the man was gay?
So it just seemed to make no sense to me as a pediatrician. Why would we propose legislation that seems so counter to promoting strong families and committed parenting?
The parents of William and Jeremy are Erica and myself. We are their parents, and we're a family.
I would like for them to compare their child to my child.
While you undoubtedly know gay people, and probably even know gay families, maybe you've never thought about their lives, their challenges, and how Louisiana is hurting their families.
I am outraged that the state is trying to stand in my way from becoming a full parent to my kids. And every dime that I spend fighting the legal system here, I could be spending on my kids.
She's the basic breadwinner of the family, yet she's not allowed to be listed on the birth certificate.
You know, some of the policies that we have had that are anti-gay, quite frankly, are both hypocritical and ridiculous.
Get off your high horse and look at things realistically and look at people as who they are, not what they are. People can be so mean-spirited. Who does it hurt to have, for us, our family, to have both names on a birth certificate? Who does it hurt for us, both parents, to adopt a child?
This country is founded on precepts and a foundation of equality for all.
The state of Louisiana can make a difference in the lives of its citizens by ruling in the best interest of the child on strictly objective criteria and welcoming second parent adoptions of all kinds. We should embrace and help strengthen all families through our commitment to providing loving homes for all children.
But I think it's important, for the state of Louisiana, to ensure that all of its citizens have its civil rights respected, its human rights respected.
In turn, when gay people don't have to hide or lie for fear of losing their children or their jobs, then that in and of itself strengthens the family.
The only thing we're asking for is equal rights. We're not asking for any additional rights or any privileges given to us. We want to be treated as equal, to have children and to care for them and support them.
There's many children that need homes. I mean, our system is overrun with children in foster care, yet the state doesn't want families like ours to adopt children. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Every person has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Gay families do exist. They do.
The Forum for Equality hopes you will join us in our effort and commitment to improve and protect the well-being of all families in Louisiana.
It's wrong to deny children parents. I would say it's sinful.
God brought the joy of my children into my life because he knew I needed it.
As they grow, and if there's any question whether or not I was their birth mother, is irrelevant. They're ours, they're our family, and I'm going to do everything I can to give them everything in this world.
My children are my heart.
The best thing that ever happened to me was adopting my sons.
I cannot tell the difference between children who have been raised by gay parents or by straight parents, but I can tell the difference between bad parents and good parents.
I've never had anyone tell me I shouldn't be a parent. No one's ever told me that. They better not, because, yeah. Yeah, they better not, because I'll give them a couple of words.
We're all people. We're all God's children.
Leave us be. Let us be human. We're human beings living on one planet, floating in this huge, vast space.
I believe one day, that would change. And maybe no one else would have to go through this wondering, will they lose their family?
What I consider real morality is enacting policies that allows families to succeed and to help children that may not otherwise have good homes.
I guess I'm just naive, and maybe I'm foolish, and oftentimes that's what they say about people like me in the church. Maybe I'm too liberal, but I'm not. I'm extremely biblical, and what I read is that what you've done for the least of these, you've done for me. That's what I read. And I've read that you will love your neighbor as yourself. And who's my neighbor?